Well, today you are in for a treat because I want to share with you Deacon Ed's top 5 power tips for becoming a disciple. These are my top 5 tips for becoming a doer of the gospel, for putting the gospel into practice. So you're ready to hear these? Number 5, show up. Show up. And look, you have. You've shown up. But show up to all your appointments and obligations. The 4th power tip for discipleship is keep up. Keep up with your obligations, with your many duties. Number 3, open up. Open yourself up to the Lord. Open your heart and mind up to all that the Lord wants to say to you and give to you and do in and through you. Number 2, shut up. Yes, shut up. Learn to listen. Learn to listen to yourself, to others, and especially to God, as God speaks to us in many, many varied ways. And the number 1 power tip for living the gospel is to wake up. Wake up to all that God has been doing in your life, is doing, and wants to do. Now the truth is, to get anywhere near these 5 power tips is going to involve heart surgery. That's right, heart surgery. Remember what God said in Ezekiel 36, I'm going to take your heart of stone out and give you a heart of flesh and pour my spirit into you. To become a disciple, to really live the gospel involves heart surgery. Now I know that this looks like a church and this looks like a parish, but it really isn't. It's actually a cardiac rehabilitation center. That's right. This is a cardiac rehabilitation center. And discipleship is about long-term heart surgery and heart health care. I'm going to tell you a secret. This is so crucial because if you listen to chapter 7 of Mark's Gospel, what does Jesus say? He says it doesn't matter what goes into you. It doesn't matter what you eat or what you do. It's what comes out of you that is the problem. Coming out of you is envy and rage and lust and resentment and anger. Our current church crisis has been caused because of sick, distorted hearts that have produced decisions and actions and policies and created structures in a culture that are against the gospel. So we need heart surgery. Everybody needs heart surgery. From Pope Francis all the way down to the newly baptized. Now I'm going to tell you a secret. Our parish has spent millions of dollars on a special heart scanner. And you can go into the pastor's office. It's there. You walk in, you step in front of this little machine, and up on the wall, on a big, big white screen, you see your heart. And it's big and red and beating. And we can tell what parts of it are healthy and where you're loving. We can see your fears and your desires, your hopes, your anxieties. We can see where it's hard and needs to be softened. You see, our hearts have been formed by our families and by our consumer culture. And unless we undergo heart surgery, unless we allow the Lord to operate on us and give us new hearts, our church and our world will never change. Everything we do in our parish, everything we do as a church is here to function in the service of this cardiac rehabilitation center. Now, we don't really have a heart scanner in the parish, but I have good news for you. Really good news. And it's the only hope that the church has and our world has. You see, Jesus wants to offer you his heart. He wants to share with you his mind. He wants to take that hard and fearful heart and replace it with his heart. He wants to take out my dark mind and replace it with his mind and imagination and his vision of life and the world. Could you imagine what your life would be like if you took on his heart and his mind and imagination? You see the little kids in our parish, imagine if right now they started to take on the heart and mind and imagination of Jesus. Imagine the kind of lives they would lead. That's what the Christian life is about. It's about the transference of your heart with Jesus' heart and your mind with his and your imagination with his. Imagine what would happen to our church and our world if we started to take on the heart and mind of Jesus. It would see real change and real reform, exactly the kind of change and reform that our church and our world need today. So the Christian life is about coming to Christ so that he can heal and free our hearts and minds, so that we can take on his heart and his mind and imagination and become the kind of church that he wants us to be for the world. Now, although we don't have a real heart scanner, we do know that the Lord is here and he's ready to begin to operate. And so what's required of us? We have to show up and keep up and open up and shut up, but above all, we have to wake up to all that God wants to do for us and through us for our world. Amen.